I know I find it very difficult to read people. Oftentimes, looking so closely can cause conflict, which is why it's very important to know the keys of conflict resolution. I went to an expert to find out. My name is Arron Dansby, and I'm a journalist trying to answer the world's most pressing questions. From doctors to authors, I reach out to professionals to get their insight for your queries. This is Ask Arron. John Piper spent the first years of his career as a CEO of many large organizations. He has since moved on to become a mediator and consultant, specializing in organization consultancy. He primarily deals with conflict resolution. What kinds of conflict do you deal with?
Companies call me when they have something they don't want to deal with. So employee conflict, board conflict, anybody that's having a problem with someone else.
Do you think violence ever has any...
I haven't used violence to solve a problem, but generally violence has come sometimes before I get there.
So you work a lot with companies?
Yes, I do.
Do you work with individuals as well?
I work with the individuals at the companies, and I try to find out what's behind their issues.
So if you've dealt with a lot of conflict, would you be willing to go through a situation with me, maybe a scenario, a figurative conflict, and we can try and resolve it?
Sure.
Okay, so hypothetically, I'm in a relationship and we are having money problems, and my significant other just bought fancy plates when we already had very nice plastic ones. How would we go about solving this problem?
Well, she may have wanted something nicer, but to solve the problem, I would have both of you sit down individually with me and then together.
So how would that conversation go?
Well, the conversation would be, Arron, how do you feel about the purchase? And her conversation may start with, why did you buy the plates? What's behind that?
Mm-hmm. I don't understand why she would buy the plates.
Well, she may want to talk to you about the value of the plates. Plastic may be good for your everyday use, and she may say, look, we might want to have our parents over and use some nice plates.
But the plastic plates, they have flowers on them. They're very unique. I don't understand how they aren't nice enough for her.
Yeah, she probably has to probably look at her values versus your values, and we would try and sort out the differences in regard to why that's important to you and why the plates are important to her, the hard plates.
So if this conversation were to happen and we move forward and neither of us get on the same page, where does that go after that?
Well, we would then sit down again and try and look at all the points that are critical to your side of the argument and her side as well, and try and find a middle ground in regard to whether we really need this, can we afford it, or do we want to live with paper plates for a long, long time?
So like maybe if she bought 3 plates, we'll return 1.5 of the plates, and then keep the other 1.5 as a compromise?
That could be a compromise, but it may not be returnable, but that would be a part of a compromise, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you. I really appreciate this scenario. I'll definitely use this in the future if I ever come into a situation with plates.
And you could also call me too.
I could call you?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad we have built up a relationship enough to really have a call. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
Even the smallest things can cause a rift in a relationship. That's why I'm very happy to have learned a couple of tips to smooth these over. John Piper was a great person to ask. If you're looking for his contact information, please email beerhandproductions@gmail.com, because I'm sure he's one call away for you as he is for me. As always, I'm Arron, and this has been Ask Arron. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you do not send to 10 friends, your luck will change for the worse. You will never have enough milk for a bowl of cereal. You constantly feel like you need to sneeze, but cannot, and it will always take at least 10 minutes to find the TV remote. Thank Thank you.
Beer hand productions is not at fault for any change of luck. I'm America after watching this video. Aaron Dansby is not responsible for any change in milk quantities, nor the feeling of a pre-sneeze, nor hiding a 2-year-old. Please enjoy this video and share with friends. Thank you.